Welcome. This is Diane Wendt with UNIVentures. I want to show you today how to do one of the many functions that we offer in our system UNIVents. This is how to do an EBlast. This is used for marketing purposes, Christmas cards, notifications, anything you want to do a mass mailing on. And one of the reasons we went to this is that when we looked at programs like Constant Comment and those, after a certain number, it would cost you a fortune to send these out, and so we wanted something simple that could be used, that wasn't complicated, based on WordPress, that we could offer to our licensed users and obviously for ourselves at UNIVentures. So this is EBlast, and I'm going to go ahead and show you just some quick things that it does. A key thing is that it runs off the people piece, because it is core to our system, that everything is based on the people that you know. So there's categories that you can do a find in order to send something out. It may be people by the organization or by job titles. It might be people, client, industries. Or you may do actually a find on an event that you've got going on. You want to send notification out to everybody involved. So there's different ways that you can do it. This is just a simple one that I'm going to show you how it works regardless on. I'm just going to go ahead and use a simple example of an organization. I'm going to do one I know called UNIVentures. And you'll see that there's a list automatically it gets put in here that says it is 15 people. So I'm going to go right over here to the list view. And you'll see there I've got a list view, and and I want to make sure now if I'm going to do an EBlast, so once I go to the list view, I'm now going to go ahead and go to choose create an email blast, and it says, do I want to do the found set, which is what this number is a found set. And I'm going to empty any address fields that aren't correct and don't have emails, and also if there's a no, that we don't want these people to get a notification, it'll also say no. So this is a test I set up for this particular function to show you. And I'm going to do OK. And you can see now we've got a list of 5 people that I can send an EBlast to. You can do actually up to 700 in a list at one time. We found that after 700, spam finders will locate this, and I'll talk about that more as we send this off. I'm going to get rid of one of these because this is a support, and I don't care about that. I want a person's name, and I'm going to say OK. Now this does not get rid of that person I just got rid of. It does not get rid of their name or their record, only for this thing called EBlast. It already sets up, this is an EBlast I set up for 9.9. I might do a description here of this is an EBlast test. I might put some notes about this particular thing that I want to know later on about this particular one. You'll see that we've got 79 lists of emails that we've done that I can then pull up and redo and send out to the same people. So like Christmas cards or event lists or those things that you know you've got the same group each time. You have to try and create it each time, which makes it really nice. And you also can add to the list if you want. So you may want to add a name here. Other people go, I really want someone else added to the list that wasn't on there. Another thing that we do is sometimes we'll add ourselves to a list that we're going out to clients just so we can see how the email, how we think it went, and then actually how it looked. So one way of doing it is, again, the system always has that plus sign, so you go ahead and you just use it, and you'll see that it'll start coming up. And the same thing happens as you just go to the name and drop it in like we did. I'm going to send it to my husband because I know he wants to know what's going on. So the email is there, and you can see he's not part of the company, but I can add him, which is something, again, like I noted, that we like to do. But so now I've got my list, I'm ready to go. And so I'm going to actually just very simple. I can create a new list. I can duplicate this list. I also can delete the list if I don't want to have that list anymore. But I'm going to actually just create and send an email. And this actually is WordPress, and it's the most recent updated version. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here so you can see it. I'm actually going to move this over so it is not quite as big as it typically is. If I can show you so we can see the names. So now this is ready to go. There's a couple things. There's one, I'm going to select the list, and you might want to do a different list when you're here, but this is the one. The one that you typically do is the one that on the very bottom. Is it automatically defaults, comes at the bottom. And I'm going to have it be from. And we typically choose to have it come from a person. If you choose from a company or a blank name, typically your spam finders will find it, and it will say, forget it. We're not going to let this one go. So we usually typically recommend you have it be from a name. Then you type in your subject, whatever it might be, and then this is your WordPress menu. And if you haven't used it before, I recommend you just go to WordPress user guide, and a quick run through won't take you very long to see it. Basically, it works like Word, Outlook, or a Word, Microsoft Word. So they're pretty much all the same. But the key thing you might want to do is you might want to take a quick look through it. So I can choose styles, normal, font. It's set for this font style. But let's say I want to drop in a logo or a picture. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to browse the server. And what typically happens is that your server has someone set up that you want to browse. Okay, wait a minute here. This is okay. Upload. There it is. So I have some ones already dropped in here in this folder. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do a picture we have for the EBlast, and I can either make it here. I can make it smaller or larger if I wanted to, and you'll see that it gets smaller or larger. Depending what you want. So I'm going to make it say, okay, that's fine. I'm going to say, okay, there. And it's going to go there. So you can see that you may want it bigger than that. If that's so, then you just go ahead and you delete it. And you go ahead and say, I'm going to do the picture again. I want to browse my server. I've got pictures in. And let's say you actually want to, I'm going to put one in so you see, here's a picture. And I'm going to have it be that size. And typically this is the size I've tested it for and I've used it before, and this is a good one for a center of to head off a picture for me. And so once you have your logo, your heading, how you want it, then what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to put in the name of the person or the organization. So one way of doing that is a couple ways. One, you can just put hello, happy Wednesday, or if you want, the system is designed so you actually can put in a full name. So if you wanted to drop this in there, you just add it in there, and then whatever that person's full name on that list will be, as you can see there, it will show up as their full name. First, then last. Or you can do their first name only or their last name. So you can personalize your EBlast as well. And let's say you actually want to drop in a picture you've done. You go, you know, I really want to see something that is that's current and new. Maybe I want to pick something that I don't even have yet. And so how do I drop a picture into the server so I can see? So I'm going to browse that server. And you're going to see that in this particular tool is an upload tool. So what you're going to do is you're going to browse. So let's say I went to the website and I want to do something current about top MBA rankings 2005. Well, but whatever. So I found something I want to be able to draw attention to, or from my own website, or whatever it might be. So it's in there, and I have saved it as a JPEG or a PNG on my desktop, ready to go. And there it is right there. So I've dropped it in, and I've done it because I browsed and I found it. So I've dropped it in there. I'm going to go ahead and do it again so you see that. And you see that it's very easy to add things here. So I did the where's the MBA? Sorry, is it? Top. It's already, I got there. I'll go ahead and I'll do it again. Or getting your ideas. It doesn't matter. So I'm sorry, it does because that's not a JPEG. Hold on a second. I'm not going to do that. Cancel. And I'm going to browse instead, and I'm going to browse again. And instead I'm going to go to my desktop because they have to be pictures, not documents. And I'm going to go ahead and do, let's go ahead and do this one again so you see it. and upload it. And it says it already is there. You go, okay, thanks very much. So you see it's there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop it in there, and there it is, and there is the name, and there is the article. So you can see there's lots of ways that you can do this this particular EBlast. So you can do your pictures, you can do your names, you can do text, you can drop in things from the internet, anything that you want to do, and have it sign off on it. Then you're ready to send it, and it's very simple. All you do is you just submit it. And there you are, and you're all set to do another one. So that's what we have for you today for how to create an EBlast. Enjoy, and always, as always, give me a call or email me if you've got any questions or concerns on how this or any other of our functions works. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.